And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Saturday afternoon action on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Chicago White Sox. Well, Singy, we get to see the most powerful hitter in the league in this one. He's got home run power, baby.
Who doesn't like bombs, Moog? This guy has wowed the crowds all season. Yeah, get your popcorn ready.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And towing the slab in this one, Bryce Wilson. How about a report on him, Chris?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And that one fouled off. Here's your 1. And a foul ball. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That's to third, Ventura. One up, one down. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. And a big factor for them in recent games, David Ortiz.
Well, this guy's been one of the greatest RBI men of all time. You talk about clutch hitting, there he is right there. I mean, in a tough situation for the defense and for that pitcher, this is the last guy you want to see because you know when he steps in the box, he usually delivers.
Jarren Duran stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Duran getting the start in right, 28 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. One down, base is empty. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A massive home run. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Base is empty, 1 away. Manny Ramirez up next for the Red Sox. Strike on the inside corner.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His first homer of the year. It's 2-0. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
David Ortiz, the next to hit. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Up the middle, loves it on the dive, throws from his knees. On the money, nice play.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Two down, base is empty. And here is Devers. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. And that one clips the corner. Devers with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. Their 3rd home run of the inning. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Here's the 3rd baseman. And it's fouled away. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that is that. They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. On to the bottom of the 1st. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox coming to bat. Back here on the south side. And pitching in this game, Roger Clemens, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the history of baseball.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. It's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
Bottom of the 1st. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Number 13. Swing and a miss.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Throws to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting third.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. And Chris, a great matchup in this one. An ace caliber arm in the hill against a deep lineup.
You said it, Boog, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out. The kind of talent they'll be facing, these hitters have a tough task ahead of them. Should be really fun to watch, though.
So now it's the White Sox DH, Frank Thomas.
He's an intimidating presence in the batter's box. I mean, even when he's swinging and missing, I still don't know how confident pitchers are that, hey, when he walks to the plate, this guy's an out. I know there have been some tough times, but I think each pitcher knows that, yeah, I could be the guy where he gets everything right and he hits it 500 feet. No doubt.
Ward.
And now the first baseman. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
That's right. And that's a fair ball. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now Harold Baines. That one fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. And a big swing and a miss.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 2 left on. We head to the second on the south side. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. Wilson back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Slice down the right side. That's hard hit on the line. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And he makes it into third with a leadoff triple.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Runner at third, nobody out. And stepping in is the speedy David Hamilton. Swinging a foul straight back. Next pitch is outside.
1-1.
Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
To the right side, Ward. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
So stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's game. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Thinking about Yoshida, he's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one inside. Look out. Cut on and lifted in the air. Baines trying to get there. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out
now batting,
number 2.
Second baseman Alex Bregman.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Alex Bregman up next for the Red Sox. Grounded out his first time up. Foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. Chop to third. Whips it across. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. The Red Sox 4 and the White Sox nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Adam Dunn.
Adam Dunn.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Dunn with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Robin Ventura in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Top of the zone for a called strike. Ground ball right side, and that one handled. Throws to first in time. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
8, center fielder number 24.
2 out, space is empty. Jermaine Dye steps to the plate for the White Sox. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
1 strike.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You've got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Batting ninth, catcher
And at first, Matt Thaiss comes up to hit here. And that one missing low. And that drops in for a strike. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. The White Sox leave 1. They're down 4-0. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now batting Jarren Duran.
Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some. You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Outside. 1-2 the count.
1 ball, 2 strike.
And there's a base hit to left. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
So, man aboard, Manny Ramirez up next for the Red Sox. He's already homered here in this one. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-0. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Bryce Wilson done for the day, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
Jonathan
the White Sox.
Cannon takes over on the mound.
Number 48.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So here's the cleanup hitter, David Ortiz. That misses the zone. Ball one. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Now it's Devers at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. And a swing and a miss.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
Still only 1 out here in the inning.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first, and Devers is set down.
Now batting, number 55.
2 down, base is empty. Now the third baseman. He's 0 for 1. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
The shortstop, number 13.
Close, but called a ball. 1-0.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Hamilton sizes this one up, makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, number 5.
Ray Durham getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. He swings and fouls one off. 0-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Moving under it. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for the White Sox, designated hitter, Frank.
2 outs, bases empty.
Thomas.
Frank Thomas now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They still find themselves down 6-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Rafaela.
And that is out of play. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Baines pulls it in on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Hamilton measures 5 feet 10 inches, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019. 1 out, bases empty. That misses, and it's a ball and a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. Ripped on a line to center. Dive, snags it, 2 away down.
Now batting, catcher Masataka Yoshida.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the speedy catcher Masataka Yoshida. Flied to right his first time. They say a win.
No ball, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. The next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. Two outs. That one to first, Ward. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Bottom 4,
And
stepping in the long ball threat, number 17.
First baseman, Ryan Ward.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Comes
One
up
ball,
empty.
two
That's
strikes.
strike two. And down on strikes he goes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control. And not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
Harold Baines steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Ortiz. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. Adam Dunn steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
There's the strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Got him swinging. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Alex Bregman. Cannon back to work. On the ground to third. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And he's into second with nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And next for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Here comes Bregman around third. He'll score easily. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So man aboard, and stepping in for Boston, Manny Ramirez. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
There's a strike. Ripped to short. 1 away here in the 5th. And here is
Now
David
batting,
Ortiz.
first baseman,
0
David
for 2
Ortiz.
in this one. Not
One ball,
close with
no
that
strike.
one. Ball 1. Duran leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dive, squeezes it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Devers now. Devers, the baby-faced assassin.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Devers with some impressive production lately. And that one wrapped foul.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
And Devers hits that one. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throws to second, and he's in there. A run comes into the play.
He was all over that one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here's the third baseman.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're at the top of the 5th. Line drive, base hit. Devers headed home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and they now lead by 9. Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Jonathan Cannon is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Drew
the White
Thor
Sox.
gets the call from the pen.
Number 33.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela, 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Way out front for strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
On the ground, and that chance handled. They take the force out, and that is that. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Red Sox 9 and the White Sox nothing. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Man at first, nobody out. Jermaine Dye steps to the plate for the White Sox. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. First pitch, and he just misses.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Hit hard, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Now the catcher up to hit, Matt Thaiss. Swinging a foul straight back. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway, first and second, no outs. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
So first and second with 2 outs. And up next for Chicago, Ray Durham. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Foul ball there. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Ventura on second. Dive on at first with 2 down. Out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Frank Thomas steps to the plate for the White Sox.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That's in there. That's strike 1. All loaded up. All Red Sox in this one. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Red Sox 9 and the White Sox nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
1 strike.
1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Cam Boozer getting loose out there. Varland getting loose as well. Missed with a changeup. It's a ball and 2 strikes. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Catcher,
and here is Masataka Yoshida.
Runner.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. There's a ball. Oh, the throw is wild. No outs. Runner on second. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And misses inside. Now a blooper back behind first. And foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Pitch in the
3-2.
dirt. Ball 3. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Alex Bregman.
So the lineup flips over. And the batter now, Alex Bregman, 1 for 3. Well struck left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. One run across. Dunn whips it in quickly. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Comes through with the RBI. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jarren Duran.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Line drive, base hit. One run's in. The second run scores, and the lead continues to grow. Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Drew Thorpe done for the afternoon. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
So
White
they turn
Sox.
things over to the righty, Gus
Number
Varley.
37.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is.
Varley.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And next for the Red Sox, Manny Ramirez. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And the
1-0.
first offering is not close. Fly ball down the line. Baines makes the catch for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting.
Here's a
for
big
first
power
baseman,
threat. David Ortiz. 0 for 3 in this one. And
That's the ball.
downstairs.
1 ball, no strike.
To short, could be 2. 1 at second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. So they get 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Red Sox 12 and the White Sox nothing. Here on the south side, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, number 17.
Ward.
Slider right there.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Hit in the air, center field. Rafaela settles under it. Corrals it. 1 down.
Now batting. Right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Harold Baines. And there's a strike. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. In there at the knees. And it's 0-2. one smoked. Could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double. One down. Adam Dunn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Up the middle. Tosses to first. And now 2 gone.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter. Rolled over it, got the ground out.
Robin Ventura steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Hit weakly on the ground. Bregman on to first. And that'll do it. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Red Sox 12 and the White Sox nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. Here now the Red Sox DH, Rafael Devers. Varland, 28 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. On the ground, right side, Durham. Over to first, and a quick out, number 1. Now the third baseman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. 2 down. Two down, base is empty. Ceddanne Rafaela will hit next. Hit on the ground to short. Tosses across to first. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches for 3 outs. Inning over. Nothing doing for Boston, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Sox, center fielder, number 24.
And there's a foul ball.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
This one in the air, right field. Duran flashes the leather on the running catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Theis stands in now and watches strike 1.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
And that one is in for a strike.
0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And a swing and a miss. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
That's down and in.
2-0.
Now 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That catches the top part of the zone, and the count is 3-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Okay.
Struck him out looking. Chi Sox held in check here. Hasn't been their day. It's 12-0. Back here on the south
Leading
side.
off for
In the back. Batter will be the shortstop, David Hamilton. Varland back to work. And that's too high.
1-0.
And another ball.
No strike.
Base knock center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Next offering upstairs.
2-0.
Backed off the plate that time. Hamilton at second with nobody out. And ball four, two aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting, second baseman Alex Bregman.
Now it's Alex Bregman.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And that's down and away. No outs, runners at first and second. And a foul ball. The pitch. That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-2. This to third. There's one.
He's out.
On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Off the mark there. And that is ball one. And that one is lifted in the air. Dunn makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back at right field, out of the bottom of the eighth. Now the number two hitter, Ray Durham.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Leadoff man is out here in the eighth.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Frank Thomas.
And now Frank Thomas. Just missed. Base is empty, one away. Here the bottom half of the eighth inning. That misses the zone, and the count now 2-0. swings through that.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Just off the outside corner. Full count now. This ball's chopped on the ground, and that one handled. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat.
Now
2 outs, base is empty. Paul Ward, the next to hit.
Ward.
Just missed.
Oh, he's looking to try to finish off 8 solid innings out there on the mound. He's just getting to 100 pitches right now, man. It's been
Slides, but it gets by him. Harold Baines steps to the plate for the White Sox. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And down on strikes. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. It's the Red Sox 12 and the White Sox nothing. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cam Boozer.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 13-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, David Ortiz. Ball 1, no strikes. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Chris Sale up and throwing. Murphy also getting ready. The 1-1 is fouled off. That missed by a lot. And the count's even at 2.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Dive, makes the grab, and there's one down. And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
The designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Tap foul at the plate. That one not close. Now 1-2. That one out to right. And that'll fall for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Ceddanne Rafaela getting ready to hit. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. We head now to the bottom of the ninth. Back after this on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Left fielder, Adam Dunn.
There's the strike. That one inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. Roger Clemens will depart, and he was excellent. Really controlled this game on the mound, and we'll have a new arm for you in a minute.
Now pitching for
So here
Boston.
comes the big lefty, Aroldis Chapman, to the mound. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Fastball in for a strike, and the count 1-2. Swings and misses, and now just 2 outs away.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Durant pulls that one down, 2 away.
Now batting, number 24.
So they're down to their final out. So up next for Chicago, Jermaine Dye. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Matt Thaiss with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Oliveros, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Matt Thaiss, out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. They're down to their final strike.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
The White Sox down to their final strike. Looked like it was a little bit up.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins to get to 10. But there's definitely a high level of confidence that this team is playing at right now, and that's one of those things. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to disturb things. Make sure the clubhouse is giving you the same good food it's been giving you all along, and you can keep this win streak going.
13-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so